Hello everybody, I'm Lucas and I'm 5 years old, and today we're going to talk about how David defeated Goliath, the huge giant. Now this guy over here is David, and this guy over here is Goliath. David was a little shepherd's boy, and God told someone to go find Jesse, which was David's dad. Jesse had 8 sons, and David was the 8th son. Jesse gathered all his sons except little David. He was out with the sheep. The guy who God sent to go choose the new king saw a handsome guy, and he was like, ooh, that guy is good for the king. And God said to the man, no, that's not it. It's not what they look like on the outside. It's what they look like on the inside. The man was like, there are only 7 sons here. You said 8 sons. And Jesse said, well, my 8th son is out in the field with tending the sheep. So the man went to find David and told David, God has chosen you to be the new king. And David said, I know God, he's my friend. So the rest of Jesse's sons, they went out to fight the Philistines, which were the same guys who cut Samson's hair. And if you don't know Samson, it's okay, because we can do him in the next video. Jesse's sons were waiting for the Philistines to come. A big giant whose name was Goliath. He was the giant of the Philistines and said, someone will come to fight me. And everyone was like scared and not wanting to fight him. So David went and brought lunch to his brothers, and he saw Goliath. He was like, what happened? And his brothers told him he's been trying to get someone to fight him. Goliath was there for 40 days, and David was like, what? So he told the king of Israel, which was King Saul, that he would fight Goliath. And King Saul was like, you're too little. But David said, don't worry, I am stronger than any weapon with the Lord to help me. King Saul said, here, have my best armor. But it didn't fit David. So he went in normal clothes, and King Saul was like, but you need protection. And David said, I have the Lord my God to help me. He would bring his slingshot and his shaft. And then King Saul was like, okay, you can go, but be careful. So David went to a nearby river and picked up 5 stones and got his slingshot and waited for the next day. Then finally, that morning, he came onto the field. And once again, Goliath said, someone will come to fight me. Who will come? Will it be you? Or maybe you? And they were like scaredy cats and running all over the place. And Goliath was like, ha, 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 ha. How can you fight me? And you, this little boy, to fight me? I have more weapons, and you just have a little shaft and a little slingshot. I will feed your flesh to the beasts. Then David said, I am stronger than any weapon with the Lord to help me. And then he said, I will feed your flesh to the beasts. They started fighting, and before Goliath could even swing his large sword, David put a stone in his slingshot and shot it at Goliath's forehead. flat on his face, he fell to the ground. And then David picked up Goliath's sword and cut his head off and took it all the way home. Now I have a question. Who can help you do hard things, like not being afraid of the dark, or not being afraid of bullies that are at your school, or not being afraid of heights? Who can help you? That's right, God can. Now I have a Bible verse that talks about that. We have the Lord our God to help us. 2 Chronicles 32:8. I hope you like my video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye!